So my name is Charnell Brown.
Hello.
Nice to meet you, Brianna. So today we're coming in and we're gonna go over the disclosure and then we're gonna give like a little insight on why you're here today. Um, to start off, I'm a student at North Carolina A&T, so my supervisor will be watching our counseling sessions, but don't worry, nothing will be go outside of us two and my supervisor. The only time that like to break confidentiality is if you're threatened to harm yourself or a child or elderly. In this counseling session, I use the existential approach, and it's basically just helping you find your journey in life and just self meaning and what you mean to others and yourself. We'll work together. It's a job. So it's not just you working on it, it's the both of us just trying to get down to the bottom of, the issue and to just kind of help you, assist you in becoming better and solving the issues that you might be going through. And you have this in front of you, so if you have any questions, you can always ask me. And then we'll just get you to sign in the back. So I got a little insight on, why you're here today, but I just want to give you an opportunity to kind of elaborate on what brought you here today.
Well, my mom actually brought me here. We have been having a lot of problems in our home, and it stemmed from me and my boyfriend had broken up. We were together for 4 years, so it's kind of been very strenuous, and I've just been kind of sad and down, and I'm just not the same Brianna. And I'm assuming I'm here because my mom found me in my room laying on my bed in a pool of blood. I had cut my wrist. I don't know, I didn't expect it to be like it was. So when she found me, she sent me to the emergency room. So I'm assuming that they mandated me to come to counseling.
Okay, and I just want to ask you, how do you feel about that? Were you go with the idea of them sending you here for counseling, or were you kind of like you didn't need that, or do you feel like you need this counseling?
Well, I feel like with my boyfriend, I am feeling down and not the same about that. But as far as me cutting myself, I don't understand why I'm here for that. I mean, I've been cutting myself. It's not really nothing new. I don't think my mom really has known that I am a cutter, but I am a cutter. It makes me feel good, and this was just something that I do, and I guess it just got out of control that time, and that's when she saw it. But I don't think she usually sees me when I'm cutting, but she does see the marks sometimes, and she'll ask me, "Do you cut yourself?" And I'll just be like, "No, I try to make excuses, but she knows what's going on, so she doesn't try to make it a big deal." But I think this time when she saw the pool of blood on the bed, she freaked out, and she was like, "You know what? I'm done being silent. You're going to the emergency room. We're going to find out what's going on." So that's why I'm here.
Well, I'd like to thank you for sharing, opening up to me regarding the situation. Why do you feel like, this, the cutting started? When did that start?
It started, I think, like the beginning of high school, just adjusting to a new school, we moved recently, well, when high school started, so a new area, and also I wasn't really making any friends like that, so I think that's kind of what led me to cut, as well as I felt like my professors or my teachers didn't really like me. They didn't seem to really care. I don't know if it's just my, if it's just me, or if they really are not really caring about me. I know that I'm not dressed in the best clothing. I come from a single parent home, so my mom doesn't really have money like that to get me the newest stuff. But I just feel like an outcast. So I think that's kind of where it started. And then once I got my boyfriend, I started to feel like somebody.
Mm-hmm.
And now that we're broken up, it's like I lost my sense of self.
Okay. And I remember you saying that cutting made you feel good. You know, how the pain was that, is that like a sensational feeling for you? How does just the cutting just kind of help you complete the void of what you're missing?
When people ask me about cutting, I tell them that it's just like some people punch a wall when they're
Mm-hmm.
angry or if they're not feeling good, and then after they do that, they feel better. So that me cutting is like me punching a wall. So it does make me feel good for the time being at that moment. But after I finish cutting, it's kind of like I'm back to the same square one.
So you noticed a change in the way you felt, and when you started going to high school and you said the move.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think growing up in a single family home, do you think that it has affected you any?
Yeah, I think it sort of has. 'Cause I know there's some things that my mom can't teach me that a father could, and then just not having the money, just not having. I mean, we didn't really eat good meals. We had to eat cheap stuff, cheap. I didn't have snacks to take to school. It was just, you know, it was just a bad situation.
Okay.
So I've kind of had a hard life all my life, pretty much.
Okay, and you feel like having a hard life has affected you, and you know how you in your relationships, and you know just adjusting to life. Period.
Right.
So your boyfriend, you're broken up,
Mm-hmm.
right? How long ago has that been since you all broken up?
It's been about 6 months, and I feel the same as when it first happened. Like nothing has changed. I'm not really eating.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not really sleeping. I do have my crying spells. Like when I'm in school, I have to go to the bathroom sometime and cry and just let it out. And I know that I'm not myself.
And have you ever, been interested in any extracurricular activities like sports or anything like that?
Not really, because I know that I wouldn't be accepted.
Okay. Well, that's good that you at least maybe where the cutting and the attempts to suicide stems from. You mentioned that you growing up, maybe you all didn't have the funds to get and do what you wanted to do, and have the fear of being accepted. And then recently you and your boyfriend have broken up.
Mm-hmm.
Have you had an opportunity to express how you felt with anyone, like your mom or any other friends?
No, I haven't expressed it to anybody. My mom, I don't think she really understands. She's just like, it's just a breakup. There's plenty of other guys out here, but he was my life. I mean, this is a long relationship. This is somebody that actually accepted me for who I am. So I feel like she doesn't understand. She's just thinking, well, I've been through this before, and look who, there's plenty of other guys out here I dated after my breakup that
Mm-hmm.
crushed me when I was in high school. So you'll get over it. It's just, move on. It'll be okay.
So do you feel like she's not understanding?
Right.
And she could maybe be a little bit more empathetic as, to what's going on with you right now,
Mm-hmm.
and you feel like you don't have anyone to talk to.
Right.
And when you and your boyfriend were together, was that kind of your go-to person to kind of go talk to when you had things going on?
Right. He
And then-
was.
Okay. And how long were you together? I know you said that you all were together for a long time.
4 years.
4 years. Okay. And if you don't mind me asking, was it kind of a bad breakup, or was something that was adding up, and it was a collective decision?
Well, he actually just left me and went to another girl.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah,
he just kind of left me in the wind.
Okay, and that was it. No explanation, or
Mm-hmm.
just okay. I can kind of I can understand why you that may be an issue that definitely adds to um, the feeling how you feel, and on top of your mom not understanding, what you're going through right now in school, not feeling accepted, and then this happened.
Mm-hmm.
So, as you come into you come into the sessions, we'll work, step by step and kind of get down to the main issue and to kind of help build you up, so you won't have, those thoughts of suicide, and that you can find, reason in your place, maybe in life, and your value. Um, so you said that you all don't have money to really eat the best of foods, but are you able to at least eat, and do you have an appetite to eat on the normal? Has it
I haven't been eating really. I've just been drinking water for the most part. I do occasionally get hungry, and I guess I kind of force myself to pick up a piece of fruit, but other than that, I haven't really been eating because I'm just not in the mood. I'm always laying in the bed, just moping. And it took a lot for me to. I know that I was mandated to come here, but it took a lot for me to actually put on clothes and come here because I haven't been in that mood. I haven't showered. I haven't done any of that. So this is the first time that I've actually really been out, because I kind of stopped going to school. When my mom would go to work, I would come back in the house and just lay down, and she eventually caught on to what was going on. So,
well, I'm glad you got up today and came in to the session, and we'll work towards things getting better as far as you having the energy and appetite to do the things that you need to do, as far as especially going to school. You've shared a lot today, and I really appreciate that. Do you feel that you have any support at all to talk to outside of coming to counseling?
Maybe my grandma. I haven't really spoken to her in a while, in a few months, but when we have spoken, it does seem like she's supportive. Maybe I need to reconnect with her or something.
Most definitely. If you feel that you have that support with her, you most definitely need to open up and kind of talk to her, so you can get that release to talk to someone and kind of feel someone in on what you're going through, so you won't feel alone and by yourself.
Okay.
Is there anything else you would like to share today?
No.
Okay. Well, like I said, we'll meet again, and we'll discuss, and we'll work on the issues at hand. And I appreciate you opening up and sharing today.
Thank you.
So nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you.